sort of environment. You've never been before, never faced this team, and sort of the unknowns that you guys are trying to prepare for going into this weekend.
Right. Well, we've talked about this earlier. Everybody's been talking about the dome, but we've played in a dome plenty of times. We played in Atlanta just a lot last year. Playing on turf, that's something we've played on. We got the indoor, so that's a great time to, we can practice, and it's going to be a lot like that. So I think there's the biggest unknown is just the team, and we've got plenty of film and stuff on it. So I think the exterior factors aren't as big of a deal as just the unknown of playing, Syracuse.
You talk about that pressure. I mean, Chad Morris emphasized it, Boyd did, Sweeney did, talking about all the types of pressures that going to bring and what you're working on specifically this week to try to prepare for it.
Well, the biggest thing is just trying to keeping Tosh from getting hit. We just got to pick up all the pressures that they bring, and a lot of it's just knowing our rules. Not getting overwhelmed with how much pressure they're going to bring, and I think a lot of it's just doing what we know how to do and just picking it up.
Coach Sweeney and Coach Morris have had plenty of good things to say about individual linemen. It's the continuity and the chemistry. Is that still a work in progress?
Yeah, and it's always going to be, a work in progress, especially with how many guys we got that can play. And we're trying to still work on everybody being able to play together. And I thought we did really well. Saturday we played all the way, the starting guys played all the way through the third quarter, and I thought we played really well together. And then, like I said, our backups, all the second string guys came in, they were still able to score. So I think we're definitely coming along.
So. Is there an urgency, to develop that continuity though with maybe 5, 6, 7 guys?
Well, we definitely would like to be, keep coming along quicker and get that continuity. But at the same time, you don't want to push too hard, and because anytime you're just pushing too hard, and there's mistakes going to be made, and there's still going to be mistakes made like once we do get that continuity. So we just kind of got to take it one game at a time and play our best.
Do you ever know who else is in the game on the line? Do you look around and take stock of who's there at different times?
I mean, I can, I look around and see who's in, but that doesn't change the way I play or the way I think, because all of the guys, we all play at the same level. We've all went to the same practices, watched the same film, so we're all equally prepared.
Is there enough confidence though with the other guys? Because I've known situations, guys who have, depending on who's on either shoulder, may cheat to help because they know that maybe a guy isn't as quick in certain situations, or maybe doesn't cover as well.
It doesn't really change. No, not for us. I mean, I feel comfortable having anybody on either side because during practice throughout the week we switch guys in and out, and so we kind of get that trust in each other.
Seems like coaches have a lot of good things to say about Kalen Davis the last couple weeks. What do you think he's done to make himself more of a part of the line, part of the back player?
Well, he's just been able to play any position, and that's a great thing to see. He can play right guard, he can play left guard. I mean, he could probably play tackle and center if he wanted to, and that's the biggest thing. I think he's a really smart player. He knows, what role he needs to play, and whenever he goes in, he doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and that's a big thing too. Especially when you're moving positions, you'd expect some mistakes, but he doesn't make a lot of those, and he plays really well.
When you practice against a defensive front like what Clemson has, the improvement there, does that help you, give you some confidence when you're facing a situation like Saturday where they're going to throw the kitchen sink at you and come at you for so many?
Right, and that's what we've talked about, especially during camp. Our defense threw a lot at us, and our defensive line, that we face every day is probably one of the best in the country too. So we're not going to see anything that we haven't seen before, face anything that we haven't had to face already.
This dome business, just to put that to bed, because everybody's asking about it.
Right.
Did you miss an assignment against LSU or Auburn because you were in the dome?
No, I mean, you're going to miss assignments every game, and whether we're playing in the dome or outside or in the parking lot.
I think too much is made of that. It's in a dome, it's in a dome.
Right. I think there's definitely is too much made of it. It doesn't really make a difference. We don't. Once you're on the field, you're not thinking about the dome or the atmosphere. All you're thinking about is that play. So.
Guys, I'm going to stop you with Tyler and bring out Coach Venables. And Tyler will sit at the table up there in case anyone needs him.
It's bigger than
Yeah.